I would like to introduce the second speaker who is joining us in a video. We will be listening now to Dr. Ashna Mehta. Dr. Ashna Mehta is an assistant professor at the Indian Institute of Public Health in Delhi and Public Health Foundation of Sri Lanka. She is a health economist with over a decade's experience in the field of health economics, healthcare financing, pharmaceutical economics, and policy. Her research has focused on costing for health planning, investment case development, impact evaluation of public policies, and access to essential medicines, among others. She has worked on assignments involving European countries including India, Cambodia, Iran, Mozambique, Timor-Leste, and Sri Lanka. I wish she was here so we could talk to her personally, but in her absence, let us listen to the video she has prepared for us today.
A very good morning to you all. My name is Dr. Ashna Mehta and I'm a health economist by training. I work as an assistant professor at the Indian Institute of Public Health Delhi under the Public Health Foundation of India. Today I'm here to talk to you about the economic benefits of investing in injury prevention programs and policies. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this conference for shining the spotlight on an extremely important and relevant public health issue. I would also like to thank them for inviting me to be a part of this conference. The health burden of injuries is well documented, and according to the World Health Organization, 3 of the top 5 causes of death among people aged 5 to 29 years are related to injuries. These include road traffic injuries, homicides, as well as suicides. We also know that 10% of all years lived with disability are on account of injuries as well as violence, and both injuries and violence cost national economies a lot of money. According to some estimates, in fact, they cost billions of US dollars each year, and these costs are on account of healthcare and low productivity as well as law enforcement. What this tells us is that injury is a significant source of both morbidity as well as mortality, and disproportionately affects younger, more productive members of society. Which means that injuries result in significant economic burden for countries in addition to the well-documented health burden. When we speak of substantial costs associated with injuries, we refer to both medical as well as non-medical costs, and medical costs can also be divided into direct as well as indirect costs. Direct medical costs include the cost of treatment at health facilities, and we must remember that in a lot of European countries, such costs are directly borne by patients as well as their families out of their own pocket. Now, to add to this is another component of medical costs, which is the indirect costs, such as the cost of transportation to the health facility to be able to get treatment. Now, other costs are the costs associated with productivity loss as a result of premature mortality, presenteeism, and absenteeism. People who would have otherwise lived long, productive lives and contributed to the economy die prematurely, which places a significant burden on the economy. People, on account of injuries or disabilities associated with injuries, may also suffer from presenteeism, which means reduced capacity at work. For young children, it would mean suboptimal performance at school as a result of injury. When absenteeism refers to missed days of work, and for children it may refer to missed days of school. Economic benefits of injury prevention would also therefore be on account of both direct and indirect medical costs averted as well as productivity restored. If we are able to intervene in a manner that will prevent injuries from taking place, we stand to save a lot of money associated with medical costs, because people will no longer have to seek also result in restored productivity as a result of mortality avoided as well as healthy life years gained. Now, to estimate economic benefits, there are several different approaches. Two of the most commonly used approaches are the human capital approach as well as the value statistical life approach. Human capital approach looks at the productivity and earnings restored as a result of reported premature mortality, presenteeism as well as absenteeism. In the absence of injuries, people will not have to miss work, they will be able to work at full capacity, and of course there will be lives saved, which will result in increased productivity for the economy and to contribute to the GDP of the economy. The second commonly used approach for estimating the economic benefits of injury prevention is the value statistical life approach. The value statistical life is typically derived from willingness to pay studies, where people are asked what amount would they be willing to pay to reduce the probability of illness or mortality. And the doctor found that people would be willing to pay huge sums of money to be able to avoid illness or mortality as a result of injuries. Now, I would like to talk to you about 3 studies that have been able to estimate economic benefits of injury prevention, and the first of these studies was carried out in the year 2014. It focused on economic benefits of improved injury prevention and trauma care in low and middle-income countries. The study found that low and middle-income countries account for 88% of injury-related deaths, and over 2 million lives could be saved every single year if injury mortality rates in these countries are brought down to the levels observed in high-income countries. The annual economic benefits were found to range between 245 to 261 billion US using the human capital approach and 758 to 786 billion using the value statistical life approach. Another study carried out in 2015 demonstrated with the help of a cost-benefit analysis that 3 community-based interventions for fall prevention among elderly would result in positive net benefits. For instance, they found that Tai Chi, moving for better balance, would result in a return on investment of a whopping 509%. Well, we must also understand that benefits calculated as part of this study were underestimated because they focused exclusively on direct medical costs avoided and did not look at the benefits from avoiding other costs such as productivity losses or material costs caused by the war. Another more recent study conducted in 2021 in rural India showed that child-to-child approach is effective in preventing childhood injuries and reduces the cost of treatment of injury significantly. Now, when we want to look at the way forward, I think it is really important to talk about the need for more research. Because a lot of research is required into the comprehensive economic benefits of injury prevention, especially in low and middle-income countries, because we have looked at how the existing studies may have undervalued the economic benefits, because they do not really look at the economic benefits more comprehensively, or some studies that we have looked at these economic benefits may be quite dated today. We may also consider developing a case for investment, which could be considered by countries so that they are able to advocate for greater focus on injury prevention and shine light on the immense economic gains to be made outweighing the costs of investing in such intervention. Thank you for having me here today once again, and thank you for being a very rich audience. I will be happy to take questions later.